The people of Judah have done evil in my eyes, declares the Lord. They have set up detestable idols in the house that bears my name and have defiled it. They have built a high places in Topheth in the valley of Ben-Hinnom to burn their sons and daughters in fire, something I did not command, nor did it enter my mind. So be aware, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when the people will no longer call it Topheth or the valley of Ben-Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter, for they will bury the dead in Topheth until there is no room. Then the carcasses of this people will become food for the birds of the air and the beasts of the earth, and there will be none to frighten them away. I'll bring an end to the sounds of joy and gladness, to the voices of the bride and the bridegroom in the towns of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem, for the land will become desolate. せいはユダの子らが私の目の前に悪を行ったからだ。書見つけ、彼ら私の名がつけられているこの家に自分たちの忌むべきものを置いてこれを汚した。また自分の息子、娘を火で焼くために、ベンヒノムの谷にあるトフェに高いところに気づいたが、これは私が命じたこともなく思いつきもしなかったことだ。せいゆえ見よ、その日は来る。死を見つけ、その日にはもはやそこにはトフェとベンヒノムの谷と呼ばれない。ただ虐殺の谷と呼ばれる。人々はトフェに余地がないほどに葬る。この民の屍は空の鳥、地の獣の餌食となるが、これは追い払うものもない。私はユダの人々とエルサレムの巷から楽しみの声と喜びの声、花婿の声と花嫁の声を絶やす。この国が廃墟となるからである。At that time, declares the Lord, the bones of the kings and the officials of Judah, the bones of the priests and the prophets, the bones of the people of Jerusalem will be removed from their graves. They will be exposed to the sun and the moon and all the stars of heavens, which they have loved and served, which they have followed and consulted and worshipped. They will not be gathered or buried, but will be like the refuse on the ground. Wherever I banish them, all the survivors of this evil nation will prefer death to life, declares the Lord Almighty. その時死を見つけ、人々はイラの王たちの骨、首長たちの骨、祭司たちの骨、預言者たちの骨、エルサレムの住民の骨、彼らを墓から暴き、それらを彼らを愛し、仕えしたい、伺い立てて拝んだ日や月や天の万象の前にさらす。それは集められることはなく、葬られることもなく、地面の肥やしとなる。また悪い一族の中から残された残りの者は皆、私が追い散らした残りの者のいるどんなところでも、この命よりも死を選ぶようになる。万軍の主の見つけ。Say to them, this is what the Lord says. When a man fall down, do they not get up back up? When a man turns away, does he not return? Why then have these people turned away? Why does Jerusalem always turn away? They cling to deceit, they refuse to return. あなたは彼らに主はこうせられる。倒れたか起き上がらないのか。配信者となったら悔い改めないのだろうか。なぜこの民エルサレムは配信者となり、配信を続けているのか。彼らは欺きにすがりつき、帰ってこようとしない。I have listened attentively, but they do not do what is right. No one repents of his wickedness, saying, what have I done? Each pursues his own course, like a horse charging into battle. Even the stork of the sky knows their appointed seasons, and the dove and the swift and the thrush observe the time of their migration. But my people do not know the requirements of the Lord. How can they say we are wise? For we have followed the law of the Lord, when actually the lying pen of the scribes has handled it falsely. The wise will be put to shame. They will be dismayed and trapped, since they have rejected the word of the Lord. What kind of wisdom do they have? Therefore I will give their wives to other men, and their fields to new owners. From the least to the greatest, all are guilty for gain. Prophets and priests alike, all practice deceit. They dress the wound of my people. Peace, peace, they say, for there is no peace. Are they ashamed of their loathsome conduct? No, they have no shame at all. They do not even know how to blush. So they will fall among the fallen, and they will be brought down when they are punished, says the Lord. And will take away their harvest, declares the Lord. There will be no grapes on the vine, there will be no figs on the tree, and their leaves will wither, and what I have given them will be taken for them. Why are we sitting here? Gather together. Let us flee to the fortified cities and perish there. For the Lord our God has doomed to perish and given us poisoned water to drink, because we have sinned against him. We hoped for peace, but no good has come. A time of hewing, but there was only terror. Snorting of the enemy's horses is heard from Dan. At the neighing of the stallions, the whole land trembles. They have come to devour in the land and everything in it, the city and all who live there. See, I will send venomous snakes among you, vipers that cannot be charmed. They will bite you, declares the Lord. My comforter in sorrow, my heart is faint within me. Listen to the cry of my people from a land far away. Is not the Lord in Zion? Is their king no longer there? Why have they provoked me to anger with their images? With their worthless foreign idols. The harvest is past, the summer has ended, we are not saved. Since my people are crushed, I am crushed. I mourn, and horror grips me. Is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why then is there no healing for the wound of my people? 私は注意して聞いたが、彼らは正しくないことを語り、私は何ということをしたのかと言って、自分の悪行を悔いる者は一人もいない。彼らは皆、戦いに突入する馬のように、自分の走路に走り去る。空の甲の鳥も自分の季節を知っており、山場とツバメ、鶴も自分の帰る時を守るのに、私の民は主の定めを知らない。どうしてあなた方は私には知識があるものだ。私たちには主の立法があると言えようか。確かにそうだ。初期たちの偽りの筆でこれを偽りにしてしまっている。知者のある者たちは恥を見、驚きあたてて囚われる。見よ、主の言葉は退けられたからには彼らに何の知恵があろう。せゆえ私は彼らの妻を他人に与え、彼らの畑を侵略者に与える。なぜなら身分の低いものから高いものまで、皆陸徳を貪り、預言者から祭司に至るまで、皆偽りを行っているからだ。彼らは私の民の娘の傷を手軽に癒し、平安がないのに平安だと言っている。彼らは忌み嫌うべきことをして恥を見ただろうか。彼らは少しも恥じず、恥じることも知らない。だから彼らは倒れる時の中に倒れ、彼らの刑罰の時、よろめき倒れると主は仰せられる。私は彼らを借り入れたい。主の見つけ、しかしブドウの木にはブドウがなく、イチジクの木にはイチジクがなく、葉はしおれている。私はそれをなるがままにする。どうして私たちは座っているのか。集まって城壁のある町々に行き、そこで死のう。私たちの神、主が私たちを滅ぼす。主が私たちの毒の水を飲まされる。私たちが主に罪を犯したからだ。平安を待ち望んでも幸いはなく、癒しの時を待ち望んでも身を恐怖しかない。段から馬の鼻息が聞こえる。聖なの荒馬の稲鳴きの声に全地は震える。彼らは来て、地とそれに満ちる者、町とその住民を喰らう。見よ私が、まじないの効かない、ゴブラやマムシをあなた方の中に送り、あなた方をかませるからだ。主の見つけ。私の悲しみは癒されず、私の心は弱り果てている。聞け、遠くの力の主の民の娘の叫び声を。主はシオンにおられないのか。シオンの王はその中におられないのか。なぜ彼らは自分たちの刻んだ像により、外国の虚しいものによって私の怒りを引き起こしたのか。借り入れの時は過ぎ、夏も終わった。せいなのに私は救われない。私の娘の傷のために私も気づき、私は潤え、恐怖を私を囚われた。入港はギルアデにないのか、医者はそこにいないのか、せいなのになぜ私の民の娘の傷は癒されなかったのか。Oh, that my days were a spring of water, and my eyes a fountain of tears. I will weep day and night for the slain of my people. Oh, that I had in the desert a lodging place for travelers, so I might leave my people and go away from them. For they are all adulterers, a crowd of unfaithful people. They make ready their tongue like a bow to shoot lies. It is not my truth. They triumph in the land. They go from one sin to another, but they do not acknowledge me, declares the Lord. Beware of your friends. Do not trust in your brothers. Every brother is a deceiver. Every friend is a slander. Friend deceives friend, and no one speaks the truth. They have taught their tongues to lie. They weary themselves with sinning. You live in the midst of deception. In deceit they refuse to acknowledge me, declares the Lord. Therefore, this is what the Lord Almighty says. See how I refine and test them. For what else can I do? Because of the sin of my people. Their tongue is a deadly arrow. It speaks with deceit. With his mouth each speaks cordially to his neighbor, but in his heart he sets the traps for him. Should I not punish them for this, declares the Lord? Should I not avenge myself on a nation as this? I will weep and wail for the mountains, and will take up lament concerning the desert pastures. They are desolate and untraveled, and the lowing of cattle is not heard. The birds of the air have fled. The animals are gone. I will make Jerusalem a heap of ruins, a haunt of jackals, and I will lay waste the towns of Judah, so no one can live there. What man is wise enough to understand this? Who has been instructed by the Lord and can explain it? Why has the land been ruined and laid waste like a desert that no one can cross? The Lord said, "It is because they have forsaken my law, which I set before them. They have not obeyed me or followed my law. Instead, they have followed after the stubbornness of their hearts. They followed after the Baals as their fathers taught them. Therefore, this is what the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, says: See, I will make this people eat bitter food and drink poisoned water. I will scatter them among the nations that neither they nor their fathers have known, and I will pursue them with the sword until I have destroyed them. This is what the Lord Almighty said. Consider now, call for the wailing women to come. Send for the most skillful of them. Let them come quickly and wail over us, till our eyes overflow with tears, and water streams from our eyelids. The sound of wailing is heard from Zion. How ruined we are! How great is our shame! We must leave our land because our houses are in ruins. Now, woman, hear the word of the Lord. Open your ears to the words of his mouth. Teach your daughters how to wail. Teach one another a lament. Death has climbed up through our windows and has entered our fortress. It has cut off the children of the streets, and the young men from the public squares. Say, this is what the Lord declares: dead bodies of men will lie, like refuse on the open field, like cut grain on the reaper. This is what the Lord says: Let not the wise man boast in his wisdom, nor a strong man boast of his strength, or the rich man boast of his riches. But let him who boasts about this boast this, that he understands and knows me. I am the Lord who exercises kindness, justice, and righteousness on the earth. And for in these I delight, declares the Lord. The days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will punish all who are circumcised only in the flesh: Egypt, Judah, Edom, Ammon, Moab, all who live in the desert and distant places. For all these nations are really uncircumcised. Even the whole house of Israel is uncircumcised in heart. 頭の水であったなら、私の目が涙の泉であったなら、私は昼も夜も私の娘、私の民の殺された者のために泣こうものを、私が荒野に旅人の宿を持っていたなら、私の民を見捨てて、彼らが離れようことができようものを、彼らは皆貫通者、裏切り者の集会だから、彼らは下の弓のように曲げ、真実でなく偽りをもって地ははびこる。誠に彼らは悪から悪へ進み、私を知らない、主を見つけ、おのおのを互いに警戒せよ。どの兄弟も信用するな。どの兄弟も人の押しのけ、どの富も中傷して歩き回るからだ。彼らはおのおのを騙し合って真実を語らない。偽りを語ることを下に教え、悪事を働き、依然として悔い改めない。彼らは虐げに虐げを重ね、欺きに欺きを重ね、私を知ろうともしなかった主を見つけ、聖夜万軍の主はこうせられる。見よ、私は彼らを溶かして試す。一体私の民の娘に対し、他に何ができようか。彼らの舌は、尖った矢で欺きを語る。口先は友人に平和を語るが、腹の中では待ち伏せを図る。これらのために私は彼らを罰しないだろうか。主を見つけ、このような国に対して私が復讐しないだろうか。私は山々のために鳴き声を上げて嘆き、荒野の牧草地のために哀歌を唱える。そこには焼き現れて通る人もなく、群れの声も聞こえず、空の鳥から家畜まで逃げ去っているからだ。私はエルサレムを石くれの山とし、ジャガルの住みかとする。イラの町々を荒れ果てさせ、住む者もなくす。知恵があって、これを悟ることのできる者は誰か。主の御口が語られることを告げ知らせることのできる者は誰か。どうしてこの国は滅びたのか。どうして荒野のように焼き現れて通る人もいないのか。主は仰せられる。私は彼らを前に与えた私の立法を捨てて、私の声に聞き従わず、それに歩まず、彼らは堅くなる心のままに歩み、先祖たちは彼らを教えたバールに従って歩んだ。聖ゆえ、大の神、万軍の主はこうせられる。見よ、私はこの民に苦いよもぎを食べさせ、毒の水を飲ませる。彼らも戦争たちも知らなかった国々に彼らを散らし、剣を彼らの後ろに送り、ついに彼らを絶滅する。万軍の人はこうせられる。よく考えて、泣き女を呼んでこさせ、使いをやって、巧みな女たちを連れてこさせよ。彼らがせき立て、私たちのために嘆きの声を上げさせ、私たちの目に涙を滴らせ、私たちのまぶたに水を溢れさせよ。春から嘆きの声が聞こえるからだ。私たちは踏みにじられ、痛く恥を見た。私たちが国を見捨てて、彼らは私たちの住まいを投げ合ったからだ。女たちを主の言葉を聞き、あなた方の耳は主の言われる言葉を受け止めよう。あなた方の娘に嘆きの声を歌え。隣の女にも愛歌を教えよう。主は私たちの窓のよじ登り、私たちの高殿に入ってき、道端で 子供を広場に若い男を立ち滅ぼすからだ。からでしを見つけはこうだ。人間の屍は、畑の肥やしのように、借り入れの人の後、集めるものもない束のように横たわる。主はこうせられる。知恵ある者は自分の知恵を誇るな。つわものは自分の強さを誇るな。富む者は自分の富を誇るな。誇る者はただこれを誇れ。悟りを得て私を知っていることを私は主であって、真恵みと公義と正義を行う者